Okay, welcome back. Because of the game over, I have to do this all again. Hopefully I can do better this time. Oh man. I feel like this game's just gonna keep throwing me for a loop. I have a feeling this isn't the last game over we've gotten. But okay. If you guys are ready, I'm ready. Let's try and do this fight again. Aru. Stand corrected. We've already read all this. Let's get to the actual fight. Okay. It was 100C. That's right. I want to pet your furry belly. It's 11. That's right. You got... It was... gratitude, right? That's right. You must never take this opportunity for granted if you hope to succeed. Your classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger. Father told you. Small town where dreams are born. Yes, okay. Aru! Try to shut up the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. What is the sound of success? I picked silence? That's right. When they taste your cooking, they will be so taken with it that they'll be unable to speak. Good, okay. I got him all right this time. He believes in me. Well, I can actually read them, and I can't read them out loud because I can't talk that fast, but you can pause and look at them, and hopefully you can see which ones I'm clicking on. I have a feeling I crush my hand no matter what I do. Yeah, they all get mad at me, and then I crush my hand. Ugh, that sound effect is bad. Okay, let's get back here. Okay, let's get back to the choice where, yeah, he's mad at her. Okay, there we go. As he places sauce-covered finger... We know what happened when I decided to put myself between them, so let's internalize my rage. Your rage burned so intensely within your eyes that they burst to flames. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash, and they fall off of your face, which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester. Perhaps forever. Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried brow, you run for the quad to be alone. The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you, a storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders! He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married. And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and the small fire. We should get that checked out. I just realized what face he's making. I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef. Failure is a part of life. Not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think. Well, then think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you. Enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome, sure, I was born that way. But I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an I don't know how to say that word. I don't even know what that word is. I'm gonna look it up. Let's look it up real quick. I love this music. This is like my favorite song in the soundtrack also, while I'm looking this up on my phone. Obstetrician. A physician or surgeon qualified to practice in obstetrics. Obstetrics. What is an obstetric? Oh, specializes in pregnancy, childbirth, and women's reproductive systems. Oh. He wanted to deliver babies. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. I lost my business partner to a gunfight. And I lost my innocence when I picked up a firearm and put a bullet in my rival. He survived. For a while, anyhow. Holy crap, Colonel Sanders. I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together. Which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving the best I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you can see something ignite inside of him. A burning passion. Why is this low-key, like, actually inspiring? One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure. It's honest. It's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Yay! Oh god, Pop. Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Battle scarred from the night before, you prepare for the worst. It's the Spork monster! Borko? It is I. I know I said I wouldn't be back, and after the whole fight to the death thing, maybe you don't really want to see me anymore, but I just wanted to say it was wrong to attack you. I apologize. I know what it's like having to always look over your shoulder. Monster problems, am I right? Ah, thanks, Borko. I'm glad there are no hard feelings. It's kind of funny that this Bork monster is named Borko. I thought Borko was going to be the name of that one student we still don't know the name of, the ghost one. Getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of the night can really rile a person up. I also want to apologize for the way I switched right into attack mode. I know that you're strong. Cooking school can put a person under a lot of stress. I actually used to go to this school. I wasn't always a spork monster, you see. I don't believe it. You were human once? Well, no. I was a golden retriever, but I was still a student. Until one day, some mean kids with a magic spell book cast a dark enchantment on me and I was forever transformed. A magic spell book? Precisely! I had procured a copy for myself, but somewhere along the way I've lost it. If you find such a book, I beg of you, respect it. You're a powerful chef, and I shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guile. If you need me, don't fear. I will be there. It sounds like there are some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. Kay, together I am sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss? A personal invite? Oh, you can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out. Oh, he's inviting us to his home. Oh, that's fancy. Does he have a goatee as a baby? In editing, enhance that. Look at the goatee baby in the background. Also the chicken, of course. And the view outside the window is actually really nice. Holy crap. Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. It looks like you've lived such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, there is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy? Both, perhaps? Now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him or keep it a secret just for you? I'll reveal it. I want to share things with my boy. You decide that you're as ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in head first. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you've been keeping on ice all day. I present to you my original coleslaw. The shredded cabbage just glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' luxe hideaway. Magnificent! Together you chow down on the creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. I actually don't hate coleslaw. I used to not like it at all as a kid, but I didn't like anything vegetables as a kid. I don't eat it very much, but I've grown more inclined. I guess not more inclined, but like less hateful of it over time. Like sure, if you gave me coleslaw nowadays, I wouldn't turn my nose up to it. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'd like to have it around so that I could admire its taste later and think back on this moment. Oh, that's actually really sweet. You could offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? Please, make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. You realize that now would be the perfect time to do some snooping. Around the room are various items that you can look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap on an item to discover more about Colonel. Oh, I want to look at the baby picture. An adorable little baby boy crawls across the floor. From the goatee and mustache combo he sports, you figure that this must be Colonel Sanders himself. That, or maybe it's the drumstick that he seems to be waving like a rattle. Who frames a baby picture of just themselves? Probably the same type of person who would make their own face the logo of the company they founded, am I right? I want to know what this is. You take a closer look at a large urn sitting on a nearby pedestal. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty, but when you wipe it off you can read the inscription. It says, "Here lie the ashes of all my past careers and business failures." Poor guy. Let's look at the chicken. Oh, you can look outside too. I wonder if there's a limit on what you can look at. You notice a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on a corner table. When you pick it up, you realize it isn't just realistic, it's real. Taxidermy? Must have been important to Colonel Sanders when it was alive. A little note clipped to the— Nope! I can't read. A little note clipped to the chicken's foot reads, "The true state bird of the great state of Kentucky." Oh, do I go through the door when I'm ready? I want to see what's outside. You gaze out the window across the vast lake and mountain range beyond. Just then the ghost of student pops up. Are you thinking about heading out into the world on a quest to avenge my death? Wait, what? I never even learned your name. Why would I avenge you? I could just tell you my name right now. It's— Can't you see I'm in the middle of something? You open the window a crack and ghost of student is swept out with a breeze. A lock of silver hair is woven through the teeth of the comb. Upon further inspection, you realize that the hair therein isn't just silvery in color, it's actually made of spun silver. A scented candle. You pick it up and identify the smell. Power tool? Freshly starched collar? Piece of wood floating in a lake? Summer of '69? No, it's one of the secret recipe ingredients. It's redacted! Of course. This one. One of the framed photos shows an old man who looks a bit like Colonel Sanders standing with a friend. They hold fried chicken drumsticks and appear to be cheersing with them. You look closely and see that there's a short inscription. I wonder who my friend Pete is. The photo appears to be Colonel Sanders, except he's an old man visiting the pyramids of Egypt? Now I'm kind of wondering if maybe he's a time traveler? Oh, this is really mysterious. Maybe this is where he discovered one of the secret herbs and spices? This must be where he keeps the secret recipe. You think for a moment, what number is important to Colonel Sanders? Then it dawns on you. As soon as you turn the dial to 11, 11, 11, the safe opens. Inside it, you find a single note. Can chicken be prepared sashimi style? I think I clicked everything, so let's go through the door. You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take one off its hanger and try it on. The jacket is a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. They say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant? Oh no. Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he's been working on, and he wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks you why you're wearing his jacket. I don't usually loan those out, but I must say, it does look good on you. Oh crap, the jacket! You forgot to take it off. Oh god, I don't know what to do. Fess up and tell the truth. Tell him I'm cold or make a big move. I don't want to make him mad by doing a move. It's either the truth or make a big move. Well, if I get a game over, I can always start over, so let's try out the big move, because I'm curious. Whoa. That wasn't what I thought it meant. I thought we could be like, oh, I love you, finally, or whatever. How did I know it would give me a bad ending? That's funny, though. Okay, we're back. That took a lot of clicking to get back to here, but we are back. Okay. I'll just say you fess up and tell the truth. You confess. I think I've... Oh, that's what it meant. That's what I was going for. Okay. I just didn't understand. I think I've developed feelings for you. And you got hard, so that's good. I might be developing feelings for you too, but I'm concerned. I can't let anything get in the way of my dreams. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door, but the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes? Kay? I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk late into the night and drift off into a slumber. Dream sequence! Zzz, 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 everybody's flying on chicken again. You awake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Today is a day that could change the rest of your life. You think about the new secret ingredient you just learned about. Oh, the one in the safe. In some jurisdictions, redacted isn't even legal, but if the recipe is a secret, how will they know? Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast, and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here's a simple breakfast. Oh, that's him talking. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. It's meticulous. You taste Colonel Sanders' food, and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So, would you say that we're the perfect match? How presumptuous! My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Such confidence, such grace. Could he be the world's greatest gift of cookery? Take him down a peg or flatter him. I feel like every time I think I know what to say, it's the other way around because I get a bad ending, but I want to flatter him, so I'm gonna flatter him. Yes, hearts! Okay, good, that was the right choice. You know, I think we might make a great team. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner? Could he be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears. Unable to speak, the only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. There's still one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking School Academy for Learning waits for no one. You get at home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you. Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something happened to you. It's okay, I was just... But now that it turns out you're fine, I can finally get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam. Sure, but... You will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date. I think I can believe that. Since I'd been partnered with Clank, he asked me to go out with him. Of course I told him you'd better keep your dials turned to polite and respectful. I'm not that kind of girl. But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me, so I said, yeah, sure, I can get to know you. I can get to know the little metallic guy. Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends, so things quickly spiraled out of control. Did she just say skydiving as if that's a perfect, typical first date to go on with a talking pressure cooker? And now I'm not really sure where we stand. You don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story, however. Bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. And I went on a date too. Back to Colonel Sanders' house, where I spent the night with him. You what? Nothing happened but the emotional connection. Wowzers. Miriam offers to support you no matter what you do. Together with your bestie, you feel like you can do anything. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. This is a little under time, but I think I'll cut it here because my throat is starting to... My jaw more is starting to hurt from talking so much because I recorded this and the previous episode back to back. So, we'll have to wait and see what the rivals are doing next episode. Thanks for watching, everybody!